Hey Cancer, I hope everyone had a nice holiday. Welcome back. We're going to do your soul contracts and separation reading today. So if you're new here, all the information you need to know is listed down below, as well as current contest, all that jazz. So let's get started. We're going to find out what your person wants to say to you from their heart space. So far we are mirroring each other. I think often of wanting to see you. Oh, that's sweet. And oh, by the way, if you're dealing with a Taurus or you have that in your chart or this reading resonates, no matter what it is, check out that reading. It was incredible. Definite twin flame connection. Bad timing involved. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Libras wasn't too bad either. All right, we are mirroring each other. I think often of wanting to see you. Actually, I think Libras and Tauruses kind of went together, but it wasn't nearly as good as the Taurus. It had some work that needed to be done on the divine feminine side, but felt compelled to say it. It's hard for me too. All right, so it's hard for them as well, this separation, and you trigger them a lot. I don't know if it's just randomly in the dream state. Maybe they hear songs. I love you, but I'm not sure how this is going to change my life. So if they're in another commitment or they're just not ready, they're still stuck in their ego or the 3D, they don't know how, you would fit. And that's not meant to be a bad thing. A lot of times we all go through that phase. I just want to hold you again. I'm sorry for the way I acted. I'm clearing up karma. So for some of them, they might be in a karmic situation or just getting paid back for how they handled the situation or other things. I'm trying to straighten some things out first. So yeah, they have something going on in their personal life that needs to be worked out before they can really commit to this connection. And that's good too, because then you're both going to be in a good place when they come back. Finding out the truth crushed me. I want to be more than friends. So if you guys are still friendly, they might kind of flirt every now and then, or they're just holding back, but they definitely want to be more than friends with you. I wish I could share my good news with you. My life is not as together as it seems. So if on social media they look like, they're living their best life and they're super happy, they're not. They're going through a lot over here. And they also bury themselves in work to forget about you. I couldn't let you get close to me. It was very scary. And of course, the intensity of soul contracts, especially like twin flame connections, is overwhelming for a lot of people. A lot of people, especially on the masculine front, can't really handle it at first, especially if they're more of a logical person, not really heart-centered. It really does a number on them because they don't like the power it has over them. I see you in my dreams. So I do feel that they're getting triggered by the dream activity. I think they're trying to forget about it. Yep. Because lack of trust. I don't trust you and or our connection. I don't think that they trust the connection at all. Cannot express feelings. See, I'm incapable of being open and vulnerable. They're just really struggling with that for some reason. Recycle. The universe has given us how many chances? I've lost hope that we will have another opportunity again. So they're also kind of hopeless as to how can I come back and fix this. Deep knowing. I know deep down what our connection is and how much I feel about you. So they're just trying to use the 3D world to distract themselves completely. So let's see how this person feels about Cancer, about the connection. I mean, how do they feel about the connection at the moment? Intention. That came out for Taurus. I think either Leo, Sag, a couple signs. I think that was rock bottom. Wizard of Awareness. Yes, check out Libra. Oh, nope, it's Sacred Pool. But Libra did get Wizard of Awareness. Somebody else got Sacred Pool. So they're seeing that this is a sacred connection. They're becoming aware. That's very much an awakening card. What they'll do with the intentions, it's interesting that this owl is holding a dandelion, which is make a wish. And there's the talisman. So that's going off on a spiritual journey. They've got the orb in their hand. They're following the light, I heard. Let's get some clarifiers on that and see what that entails. And definitely unable to speak because I feel like I'm going to cough here soon. So I want to apologize in advance. What about the Sacred Pool, please? Mature man. Oh my goodness, yes. And journey. Check out the other videos, guys, if this one resonates. They needed some time to kind of get mature, maybe go through some things. I'm hearing spiritual maturity. Excuse me. So regardless, yes, that same combination came out in Libra with journey, mature man. And maybe they made a wrong turn on that journey. But I think they're starting to see the sacredness of the connection. That's definitely what I'm getting. Why is journey here with mature man, please? It does need to be more balanced energetically, and they're hesitant to go towards it. Probably because, you know, they're just now awakening. They don't want to repeat patterns from the past. And there's like wearing a mask. There's some denial still there. Probably because logically it doesn't make sense. And on the bottom of the deck, it's synastry, signs and synchronicities. So let's see what they're becoming aware of. What is this Wizard of Awareness and Talisman here? Oh my goodness, it's so similar to Taurus. Look at this. Main male, main female, and official person. Number 22. Number 22. Realizing that this isn't just a soulmate. This is like a deep twin flame. It's not going to get any better than this. Like, this is the other half. The love of their life, the other half of their soul. What is their intention? Poverty. That's weird. Privileged lady, poverty, and courtship. We'll have to get some clarifiers on that. Some of them are going to give up all of it. Everything they have, their whole life. They're ready to roll the dice with you and give up everything. I just got chills when I said that. That's so exciting. That's deep, guys. I mean, that's like the Notebook type of love. I might even write that down. What about this main female, Wizard of Awareness, official person, talisman, and the main male? Why are they here? The ancestors. So the ancestors are helping behind the scenes. The angels, your spirit guides are in on this. Oh my goodness, so many came out. Look, that's 2 references to ancestors. You've got peonies, which is patience and ancestral help and guidance. The ancestors. Divine feminine, what did I tell you? With the main female. Seesaw, mirroring energy, back and forth energy. Stability, commitment, grounded energy. So see over here, there's a need for balance. All of a sudden, as they become aware, as these downloads come through from the ancestors, all of a sudden they get grounded. They figure it out. And there is some skittishness, some hesitation there, some nervous energy. I think just because of how it ended, or, I mean, if they're going to give it all up for her, that's scary. But that's big time love. I mean, that's the ultimate sacrifice. It's absolutely freaking beautiful. Let's see about this. What's this poverty with courtship, intention, and privileged lady? And we'll get the tarot out for these. The lantern, the light at the end of the tunnel. They can see your light. They're walking towards you with their light. Sirens, possible red flags, pay attention, be aware. I feel that spirit screaming to them, like, speak your truth, because the mind came out with that. Someone is not speaking their inner truth. They need to listen to their heart and have the strength and courage to do this. And they're going to, I feel. Anything else to add to this before we clarify with the tarot spirit? Closing out cycles. Yes, they're going to give it all up. All up for love. Mirror. Self-reflection. Mirrored energy. And the baggage is going away. That's what's closing out. Holding on to past events and or relationships. They're coming in with the best of intentions. This, guys, like, I'm speechless. I really freaking am. It's amazing here. Let's go. What should we clarify first? The mime. What is this inner truth that they're not speaking? You were a missed opportunity, a missed blessing. You were right in front of their face, and they let you go. And now they're ready for justice. Got justice and the 4 of Cups. What's closing out here? This baggage from the past. All the competition, all the conflict. They know the truth now. Oh my goodness, guys. Anything, if they were just working on something with someone else for stability, That's no longer going to be good enough. And maybe they were in a holding pattern with, you know, a soulmate or a karmic partner to heal, to be ready to give you what you need and want. But they want victory here. Definitely, they want victory. They've got that moment of truth and clarity. There's all this love in here that they're dying to tell you, and it's like they just need to get it out. And I think I wouldn't be surprised if the Ten of Wands doesn't show up here, because there's an intensity behind it, almost like time is running out. Judgment. Look at that. See? What did I tell you? It feels absolutely amazing. Six of Pentacles. This time it's reciprocated. And there's that regret. So they've got a lot to say. And the Ace of Wands and Death. They let the most passionate, deepest love walk out of their lives because they didn't trust it. They didn't trust it, because with that level of love comes that level of pain, you know, if it goes awry. And if they felt that deep for you and they'd never felt that for anybody else before, but they had experienced heartbreak that brought them to their knees, then they're sitting there thinking, wow, I can't even go there, you know, with this person, because it hurt so bad with that one who didn't even mean as much as this one. And yeah, it's just that past wounding, the fear there, but they're going to get past it. So what about poverty here? Whoops, nothing flew out there. Ace of Wands, the Sun, and the Lovers. They are giving it all up for love. Giving it all up for love. I need to remember that on channel. If I write it down, it might not come out good. The Emperor. And I hear he's like taking back his power. He doesn't care. He's going to fight for her. And I don't think she sees it coming. Because we have the Emperor, the Queen of Cups, the Five of Swords, and then there's the Two of Swords, which that's usually the crossroads stalemate. Look at all those twos, though. It's almost like that's what's holding them back. It's like, I need to have the guts to tell the truth, but to do so from the King of Cups, not the King of Swords. Some of them might be in the military or in positions, you know, where they're not used to using their words to communicate feelings or emotions. You know what I mean? Like, official person that's very decorated. Usually that means to me like somebody like a judge, somebody that's been in the military or law enforcement, EMS, that have seen a lot of trauma. And so they compartmentalize a lot. What are they realizing about this divine feminine? Maybe I should get a different deck out entirely for that. Yeah, they're saying this one. What is he realizing about the divine feminine with this Wizard of Awareness? The Sun again. I'm telling you guys. 26, the book. It is written in the book of life, the Akashic Records. There you are. You are his person. Or however that resonates. That's absolutely incredible. I'm going to have to upload this and watch it just to figure out, because I already lost what I was going to call it. Okay, so now let's see what the blockages are. What is blocking this connection on the divine feminine side from coming back together? Ocean of eternal love. Healing, creativity, fertility. So she might be a little stuck. That's number 44 too. She might need a little bit more healing. And look, this Four of Cups flew out by it. So 444 might be significant to someone's journey. So, because she felt this deep love, and now I think she's not understanding why it didn't come back to fruition, or maybe her perception of it has changed recently, but there's something still within there that needs to be healed. And she might also need to find that creative outlet from within the situation to help her do that. Number 17, achievement. Keep focused on your dream. So there might be a little distraction there. She's not focused on herself moving forward. She might feel a little stuck because of the energy of this connection. Let's see if we can get one more. They're flying out for the others. But I guess that's good. That means there's not that many blockages, right? Eternal love again. So you got two eternal loves. Happiness, harmony, fulfillment. And see that infinity sign there next to that rainbow and that sun? She went through a phase, or she's going through a phase now, where she released the connection, but she doesn't feel she'll ever feel that deep of love or be happy, truly, completely happy and at harmony on her spiritual path without this masculine. And that's the only blockage, is just releasing control of the outcome. accept that it, you know, whatever happens is for my highest good. And that's really difficult to do. That's just the message coming through that I'm trying to convey here. But I'm almost positive, like, that's going to be clarified here. Yeah, distant horizons. It has taken so long. He didn't come back. I can't picture my future with, or my path without him in it. So that's part of the problem. She needs to focus on herself, and that is going to give her that final oomph of healing and free up this energy. Anything else to add to that, please, Spirit? Wouldn't be surprised if Canvas came out here. Yep, she feels stuck by this. She feels stuck on her spiritual journey because what she thought were the answers weren't the answers. She had to kind of like regroup the puzzle. And really, I think she had it right the first time. It was just the perception of the events that's kind of clogging her mind. And I don't know a better way to describe it than that. You know how you think of something and you just have that is your reality. And then the curtain gets lifted up and you realize you were wrong. It doesn't mean that all of that reality wasn't true. It just means that you need to see it from a different angle. And then there's the runner-chaser dynamic. So energetically, there's still that push or pull because she hasn't let it go. All right, let's see about the Divine Masculine. What's blocking union from his view? I feel like there might be something else to add to the Divine Feminine side, but we'll see after this. Oh, wow. Is he ready to go? The search, feeling lost, confused, or lonely. So he might definitely be confused within his current environment, especially if, you know, the feminine has moved on. The dream. Something is revealed, insight or breakthrough. Hang on just a second, guys. So sorry. Okay, Cancer, sorry about that. All right. So with the dream, something is revealed, insight, breakthrough. So they're speaking to the Divine Masculine through his dreams, but he's not getting it. It's not clicking. Like, he realizes it's you. He knows it's significant. The meaning is still kind of lost, but he's starting to figure it out. He knows it's important. He knows that it's definitely a deep soul connection. As far as the depths to it, he's having a hard time understanding. Let's see if one more wants to come out. And feeling lost, confused, or lonely, I think that is the confusion. The confusion is getting to him, and that's all that wants to come out. This is really simple to come back together. I think it just needs like a conversation. Let's clarify these, though. What about the dream and the search, please, for the Divine Masculine? Despair, change. So it's almost like, how do I fix this? How can I get out of whatever, you know, bed I made for myself that I'm laying in now? How do I do that? Or how do I make it right? Especially if they haven't conveyed their feelings, if you have no idea whatsoever, and it feels like it's been a long time. And then we have imprisonment, false person. They might be in a connection where it's, you know, a false flame or a karmic, and they thought it was the real deal. They're having a hard time getting out of it. Let's see. Why is the false person here? Undiscovered or hidden, universal interference, complication, restrictions, and self-sabotage. So it's coming to light now that they're with the wrong person for some of them, if they're in a third party. And they feel very trapped by that and kind of caught up in the despair. But look, change is coming. Changes are coming, or changes are needed. And they're realizing this. And that could be also why they feel so confused, lost, or lonely. And that's two references, you know, to change. And then release, a higher perspective. They're looking at things differently. They're maturing. They're seeing the signs and synchronicities. They're running out of ways to write this off logically. The moon, there's 5D communication again, downloads, and the fighting the current, fighting it, just constantly fighting it. Because they have to go through a lot. You know, we already established that. They have to give it all up, and that's hard to do. What about this false person? Anything that made this come to light? Was there a tower moment? Four of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. Over time, they realized that they sabotaged this connection, and that they were with a person that ultimately was not going to lead to their happiness. Oh, and we have communication. So something led to that realization. We'll find out why in a minute. But I think at first this connection was very healing to them, you know, and then over time with the Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, they realized there's two references to self-sabotage and restrictions there, that they kind of, you know, self-sabotage their own happiness. 10 of Cups and then the 9 of Cups. They're complacent with this person, possibly, and then all of a sudden, no, it's not good enough anymore. It's time to close it out with the world. What triggers this communication or this movement with the 8 of Wands? Whoa, we got a lot here. Oh my goodness, guys. Okay. Let's stop there and see what all we have. We've got the 9 and 10 of Swords. So the thinking at night, you know, that's up at night. Maybe some of these dreams have woken them up at night and they've realized like the pain that this has caused them. And then we have the 3 of Cups, Ace of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the 6 of Wands. So it's like maybe they've seen you trying to move on successfully with someone else or passionately with someone else, and it really just did a number on them. But for the majority of you, I feel like this third party put them in a bind. They're trapped. They don't know how to get out. They want success. They want that passion back. But they're going to have to go through so much to get there. And really what they need is just to have a conversation, these two. But see, they're gathering this information. Page of Swords, Hierophant, and then the 2 of Pentacles came out first, but that actually came out in reverse. It's yet another 2 to join the party for everybody keeping score numerically. So, yeah, that juggling, that back and forth, the not knowing, it's like that's coming to an end. I almost feel like this should be sideways because they're almost there. It's going to take one more dream, one more conversation, one more thing, either from spirit or somebody, and it's just going to click. Just completely click. Okay, so let's see, will there be contact, and if so, when? For all the other signs I've done so far, this has come out in 2 or 3 groups. So we'll kind of see what comes out, and then you can pick where you fit. So we have recovery and opportunity, trust, compromise. That came out for the Libra reading as well. Don't stop. Wow. Okay. We got some firm no's on all the others, but here we have like recovery, compromise, trust, don't stop. These are very... So the feminine, instead of 3 categories of like groups or collectives, I feel this is very much a masculine and feminine separate here. Like for the feminine, trust and don't stop. So keep going down your spiritual path. Trust that this happened for a reason. All of your feelings, it's okay. Trust those, release them, heal them. Keep focused. Don't stop. Achieve, you know, go towards your dreams, work on yourself, go down your path. And then for the masculine, it's like, here's this opportunity. Because look at her. She's got her arms up. All this gold is just kind of glittering down on her. The divine saying, here's your opportunity for recovery. But you're going to have to compromise. And that's not necessarily with the feminine. It could be spiritually. The compromise is going to be this cycle, for some of them, is going to have to come to an end. Let's see if we can get any clarifiers on that or see if anything else wants to come out on that. And then we'll move on to final advice. So what about this recovery, compromise, and opportunity for the masculine side? Wow, there's a lot here. Okay, so we've got the King of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, Justice, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, 5 of Wands. That's the Knight of Swords and the 5 of Wands is kind of weird for the rest of these. And then the 9 of Wands. But this 9 of Wands is victorious. He's like not giving up, but he's not wounded anymore. It's like all this healing's gone. So it's almost like they've got to release this incoming information or conversation with this Knight of Swords. It's going to lead to a little bit of conflict, I'm getting. Even though that's not a sword, that's a wand. They're going to have a little bit of hiccups, road bumps is the word I'm getting, on the way. And that's part of the compromise. And to not give up on that. because here they have everything. They're going to have to come in solid with the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. Like, tell this person, tell this feminine exactly how they left, what happened, how they feel, how they went wrong, that she's the love of their life, and that they're ready, like, to do something solid. Six of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and Justice. Like, give her the justice she needs from their heart space. But the compromise here is going to have to be what they're giving up, and it could just be them releasing the control of vulnerability. Someone's definitely going to have to be vulnerable. Let me see what else. Yes, see, 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords. How much this hurt you by letting her go, she needs to know too. I did love you, and it killed me to let you go as well. This is why I did that. And it might sting a little bit, especially with the Knight of Swords. It might sting because you're going to have to kind of admit that you, for some of you, chose another feminine over her. And that might trigger her past wounding, make her question the connection, all kinds of stuff. But it's imperative that that's out there, as well as, here it is, the Knight of Cups. And then the Hanged Man. Like, the Hanged Man is weird, but he was kind of reversed and stuck to them. But I feel that's more of like releasing the, how are they, I don't even understand that message that's trying to come through here. But here, I get this. It's like the 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, and the 9 of Pentacles. They were complacent. They were focused. The Divine Masculine was focused on the 3D, on financial stability, or somehow that was tied to his ego, what people think of him. His value on himself was how the outside world viewed him financially, within his career, all of that jazz. And he built a partnership on that is not emotionally fulfilling at all. And he's going to have to own his truth. That's pretty awesome. Anything to add to the feminine? Trust and don't stop. She's almost there. It's almost like this hiccup for her, this final blockage, it's all about releasing control of the outcome. With the Emperor and the 8 of Swords, get out of your head, feminine, and release the fear. Just because it doesn't feel like this person's ever coming back, you got to be okay if they never do. And that immediately leads to communication. So there's 2 8 of Wands here. Awesome, guys. Well, this is a fabulous reading. I called you Cancer from the get-go, and this is actually Gemini. I just now noticed that. I'm going to do this for both of you guys. That is so bizarre. I'm so sorry. Wow. Okay. Everything happens for a reason, right? So, I don't know. I'm going with Cancer. I'll do Gemini's reading again, I guess. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you romantically more attractive. That goes over on the feminine side. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Definitely on the feminine side there. But that just reiterates, you know, your progress and that tiny little blockage over there. And I'm still baffled, like, that I thought this was Cancer, and I don't know how to proceed. This has never happened before. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. That's 2 things for trust. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. That's going to come over here for this masculine. Because the 3D world is about to not matter. Because he's waking up. True love. Told you. This is the romance of a lifetime. Verbatim what I said. I'm going to call this Gemini and Cancer's reading. Heck yeah. That's what I'll do. And maybe I'll do them all separately too. I don't know. Later on. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So that's that lighthearted energy. The balance of the energy between the connection. Well, thanks, guys. I hope that this resonated. It's a beautiful reading. If you're new here, you want to join the tribe, please do so. I'll be back soon with another video. Love and light, and take care.